Thanks. Hello, hello. Travis Miller is a first-time watcher. Hey, Travis, this is the first time I've done headphones. Can you hear me, man? Let me know if you can hear me. So first of all, welcome and thank you. Hey, Jose Garza. Oh, man. Who else just showed up? Can you guys hear me okay? Thanks for the tweet, the restream, the follow. I can hear myself. Karina, nice to see you. Laura, how's it going? Hey, so I'm at Starbucks. So somebody let me know if you can hear me. Just put a message. Yes, I can hear you. I'll wait. We got some pretty good music here at the Starbucks. Yes, you can hear me? No, no, yes, no, maybe? Yes. Ah, all right, sweet. Hey, welcome. So I don't have my traditional theme music today. I am traveling today. Hey, Karina, thank you for the like. Traveling today, I'm going in to finish a personal development course that I've been working on for about a month. So I'm going to finish that today and then start on something brand new. Thank you for the restreams, everybody. But I didn't want to not drop in here. So if you saw the title, if that grabbed your attention, we're going to be talking about Princess Leia, confidence, and Grant Cardone, and what those three things have in common. And I'm at Starbucks. So I got my quad cappuccino. I got my sweet greens. This stuff is really, really good. I'm not much of a big eater during the day. I tend to try and keep myself to vegetable juices and light food during the day. And this is a great little snacky. So, who am I? So for those of you that are first time on this thing, I understand we got a first timer. Hey Marco, thank you for being here. My name is David Bradley. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. I work from home for Grant. Been working with Grant the last 5 years. If the Frappuccino machine is drowning me out, let me know. What our company does is we work with other companies to find and handle missed opportunity. We can increase production for your company 15 to 30% simply by doing that, which is to help you guys find and then handle missed opportunity. This will work for a company of 1 or 100 or 100,000. So if you want more information on that, feel free to reach out to me. My name is David Bradley. My email address, david@grantcardone.com. If this is your first time hearing about who Grant is and what he does, please send me an email and I'll load you up with some data, a little bit more about him and what we do. But you can also check out a website called Cardone Solutions and get lots of data on who Grant is and what we're up to. What else? I'm the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. I smoked cigarettes for 15 years, struggled relentlessly to try and figure out how to quit that thing, and I couldn't do it. But I figured out, instead of quitting, that I can stop. This little shift in think has enabled me to not have a cigarette since May of 2002. So I thought, you know what, it would be a good idea is maybe document that and share it with other people. So if you've got a habit you need to break, or if you know a smoker who needs to stop, feel free to pick up a copy of my book and get more information on that at www.stopdon'tquit.com. The other thing about me is I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym. Farzi Zubair, you make games go. Well, welcome and thank you for being a part of the Nooner, man. I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym, which if you search that on Twitter or Instagram, you may find some pretty cool stuff, but that's all about home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. So basically, I'm in the help business, okay? So if you need help expanding your business, if you need help getting over a habit, if you need help strengthening your body, mind, and spirit, I'm your guy. So my title today, so what I'm going to be talking about, Carrie Fisher, confidence, and Grant Cardone. Oh my, Carrie Fisher, confidence, Grant Cardone. Oh my, Carrie Fisher, confidence, Grant Cardone. Oh my. Okay, so if you guys know who Carrie Fisher is, she plays Princess Leia in the Star Wars movies, but there's a lot more to her. She's an accomplished writer, If you've ever seen the movie Postcards from the Edge, that's based on a book she wrote. It's got Meryl Streep in it, which is a phenomenal film. And Meryl Streep she's a genius as far as actresses go. She's also a playwright. She's written a one-woman show. But something that you may or may not know about Carrie Fisher is that she has battled with addiction and she has battled with mental illness. That has been a huge challenge for her. And as a product of, her mom is Debbie Reynolds, so Singing in the Rain, right? One of the greatest movies ever. If you've never seen that movie, you're missing out. I just assume everybody's seen Star Wars. If you haven't, you're not allowed on my stream. I'm kidding. But if you haven't seen Singing in the Rain or Star Wars, then those two things should happen tonight. But yeah, if you do a little research on her, you're going to find out that she's had some struggles. She's conquered a lot of demons in her life. And so she has what I like to call earned wisdom. Meaning she's been through some stuff, and she's got some wisdom to share because she has come out on the other side. So I'm going to drop the quote on you, and then I'm going to talk about sort of how that relates to what we do and what Grant does in his business and our development of person. So here's the quote. If you want to write it down, great. If you're not able to and you'd like to have it, check out my Instagram page at David R. Bradley, because I'll be posting it up there and tweeting it out later as well. Or you can email me for it, and I'm happy to get it to you. So here's the quote. Are you ready? Stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's important is the action. You don't have to wait to be confident. Just do it. And eventually the confidence will follow. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. Stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's important is the action. You don't have to wait to be confident. Just do it, and eventually the confidence will follow. Okay, so let's just break this down a little bit. Because if you know anything about Grant Cardone, you already heard similarities in this. You're like, hey, that sounds familiar, right? If you've read the 10X rule, you're like, okay? If you've been following Grant lately, if you've seen any of his conversations with Robert Duggan, they talk a lot about confidence and what that means, and we'll dig into that. I've talked about it on previous Nooners, so if you've been here before, this is all making perfect sense to you, right? Like Laura, I know you probably nodding your head right now, right? What do you guys think of that quote? Put some comments down below. What sticks out in that quote for you? What really has an impact on you? How is this going to impact the rest of your day, your week, your month, your life? Okay. So stay afraid, but do it anyway. Okay, so this is something we talk about all the time. Anytime you encounter fear, move into it. Fear is usually a sign that you're going in the right direction, not the wrong, and that you need to push through that. Okay? So stay afraid, do it anyway. What's important is the action. So Grant has written an entire book on action. Action is the third piece of the success formula. In order to be successful, you need to have the right attitude, you need to have the right approach, and you need to be taking the right levels of action. So what's important here is the action. Are you doing it? You're staying afraid, that's fine, you're scared. We're all scared. I'm scared right now. I'm scared like, man, this guy might look like, people might be thinking I'm an idiot. I'm afraid of that. But you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Okay? What's important is the action. So here I am, I'm on the Nooner. Scares me, but I do it anyway. Okay? And I know that when I'm done with this, I come out on the other end. Travis Miller, what does Travis Miller have to say? That quote is vital in my business. Fear is a sign that we need to do it. Amen to that, man. Anytime I get scared of something, I just try and I do it as much as I can. So, because as Carrie Fisher tells us that, what's important here is the action. And Grant's got a whole book on that. It's called the 10X rule. All about thinking big and taking massive levels of action. Okay? She goes on to say, which I think, what does Karina say? Love it and being reminded to not always get stuck in the feeling of doing something I am fearful about. Oh yeah. Permission to take action granted, Karina. Hey Lydia, welcome. Today we're talking about Princess Leia, confidence, and Grant Cardone. So I'll just read the quote for Lydia because you just joined us, and why not? Let's just hear it again. So here's the quote. This is from Carrie Fisher. So stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's important is the action. You don't have to wait to be confident. Just do it, and eventually the confidence will follow. Isn't that strong? Okay. So I'm breaking it down, and right now I'm on the part of you don't have to wait to be confident. And I think, man, how liberating is that? You don't have to wait to be confident. So let's just bring this back, because the nooner really is me talking about noontime nuggets about sales, business, or life. Okay, so let's bring this to business. Let's bring this to sales. You don't have to wait to be confident. You got a bunch of phone calls you need to make. You don't feel like you're confident in your pitch. You don't feel like you got it. What's important is the action. Take it. Do it anyway. Okay, it's okay to be scared. Do it anyway. But here's the best part, is that when you do it anyway, and when you commit to the action, just do it, she says, and eventually the confidence will follow. Now, so for those of you that have been on my streams, or for those of you that are following Grant, maybe have seen some of the conversations Grant has had with billionaire Robert Duggan. What does confidence mean? If you break that word down, what are some of the root words? See if you guys remember that. Here's your little pop quiz on Nooner today. Anybody remember? Laura, do you remember? Confidence. So I'll give you a couple hints. Okay. Anybody speak Spanish? Cafe con leche. Hey, thanks. Hey, Travis, you really enjoyed dropping in on the stream. You'll be back. I'll be back. Thanks for doing what I do. Hey, man, it's my pleasure, brother. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for taking some time to hang out. I'm here every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, give or take 20 minutes. So thanks for being here, man. So right? Cafe con leche. So in Latin, or in Latin roots, con means with. So cafe con leche is coffee with cream or milk. Okay. So in confidence is with, but with what? So fidence. So you break that word down. Fiddy. Think about some other words in English. It's a big fat word that I didn't know what it meant for a long time. Fiduciary. Okay, fiddy. Fiddy is Latin. It means trust. So confidence is with trust. So knowing that, let's do the quote again. Stay afraid of doing it. Do it anyway. What's important is the action. You don't have to wait to be confident, which is with trust. Laura speaks Spanish. Laura says I speak Spanish. Habla español. Bienvenidos. Buenos días, señor Cleaver. ¿Dónde está Wallace? Está Theodore. Let's leave it to Beaver in Spanish. You don't have to wait to be confident. You don't have to wait to be with trust. That's confidence in you. Okay? Just do it, and eventually the confidence will follow. So when you take the action, you do it anyway. You push through your fear. You recognize, hey, I'm scared. It's cool. When you do it anyway, and you do enough of it, then the confidence will show up. Pretty simple, right? It may not be easy. It may not be easy at all. But simple, yeah. And simple is very, very important for understanding and duplicating. So how can you duplicate this today? So how can you duplicate this today? What can you do what are you afraid of today? Find something you're scared to do, and I want you to do it anyway. And then I want you to repeat it until you've got the confidence. Confidence must be earned. I might even do a whole nooner on self-esteem, because confidence, self-esteem, self-confidence, that's not something you're going to get in a weekend workshop. That's not something you're going to get from a therapist. It's not something you can get from a pill, okay? It's not something you're going to get in a bottle, okay? I tried all those things. The only way to be confident is to earn it. So, here's this thing in a nutshell, okay? I got to get back on the road. I got to be somewhere. Commit first. Figure it out later. It's a classic Cardone quote, okay? Stay afraid. Do it anyway. Commit first. Figure it out later. Quantity over quality first. Just focus on the action. Okay? The quality will come. The confidence will come, but focus on the action. Okay? And then final thing, confidence must be earned. It's not something that you can get from, you can't pop a pill. There's no confidence pill out there. Some people, they try and sell it to you, but it's not real. Real confidence is earned. Okay? So that's your nooner. Thank you, Carrie Fisher, for everything that you have done, for everything you've experienced, and to be able to relate wisdom like this to other people. So that's been episode 54 of the Nooner. Tomorrow I'm interviewing, we have a surprise guest tomorrow. But we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, solopreneurship, and what the WWE, that's right, World Wrestling, can teach us about solopreneurship. So thank you for being a part of the Nooner. I'm back on the road. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm David Bradley. If I can help you in any way, don't hesitate to give me a shout. 310-777-0352. Email address david@grantcardone.com. If you've missed any of these streams, if you want to get the rerun or the repeat later, they're up on YouTube. There's a playlist over there. So you go to youtube.com/Cardone Solutions and find the playlist over there called the Nooner. All 54 episodes are up there. I think there's one missing because of some technical glitch, but for the most part, they're all up there. So thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. Do something that scares you, and then report back to me on what you did and what you got out of it.